And tonight, another prominent Republican will take center stage. A source telling CNN former Georgia Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan will direct his remarks to, quote, Republicans who are sick and tired of making excuses for Donald Trump. Our panel is back. We're joined by Republican strategist David Polyansky. Very grateful to have you here, sir. I know it was a very, very late night for everybody. So some questions about whether it's still night or morning, but here we are. David, there are a number. It's very rare for, to have these kind of cross-party speakers. It does happen occasionally. I remember back to I believe it was Zell Miller at one point crossing over, but Joe Lieberman at one point. But this is, of course, a different kind of reality in terms of how the Republican Party has splintered in the age of Trump. And you're seeing it pop up here. How effective do you think this is? Because there does seem to be the Harris campaign may need to choose a little bit between playing to its own base and building up that coalition and appealing to some of these Trump voters. How do you think they're threading the needle, and is it working?
Look, I think having a former White House staffer do it is kind of yuck, to be honest. I don't think that's going to move voters.
You're talking about Stephanie Grisham. We're gonna try to play a little bit of her speech here in a second.
I do think the Mesa mayor, that was a compelling choice. And in fact, he sat on the set last night and talked about what went into his decision, and it was really policy-based in many ways about the border and his frustration with how he felt that Donald Trump had impeded the Senate bill, and I found it pretty compelling. I didn't necessarily agree with him, but I do think that kind of message can resonate. But former staffers, Adam Kinzinger, those folks are kind of tired and true already, and I don't think they're going to move the needle much. But Lieutenant Governor of Georgia, Mayor of Mesa, those are folks that, on the fringes, when we're talking about races in, the battleground states where it might be 10,000 votes or less, that's not nothing.